You're in here.
No, it came on when you wiggled that again. Just keep wiggling.
It's funny because
Wiggle.
mine work.
Well,
Mine-
I can't help it that yours is working
Okay.
and mine's not.
Here we go. But we got to adjust the camera. This is a false start.
False start.
You gotta keep it going, Ryan.
Well, anyway, good evening. Welcome to the Paul Gubbins Radio Show from the basement. I am Ryan. I am I'm sitting in here right now waiting for Paul to adjust the camera. He needs to turn it this way over here where his head's going to be.
Oh, I see.
There we go. There we go. That's great. So it looks like we have multiple viewers online. Thank you for joining us.
There we go.
Thursdays at 7 here on First Avenue.
Okay.
So, Paul.
Ooh, it's hot. It's hot.
Hot
and
mic.
loud. Okay.
Hot mic.
Oh, so here we are.
Here we are, face to face.
Face to face. Oh, look how nice that is.
Yeah.
Oh, look, I look so good. Hello, everybody. So, I do think that our listeners are probably just like bots or something, because I just can't imagine that people would be listening. And
Beep bop, beep beep
Beep.
beep boop, beep beep.
beep bop. But we do have an amazing show today, and this is not the okay. Name of the show is What Only Cheri Knows.
What Only Cheri Knows.
That's the first thing on my agenda, is to talk about the name of the show.
All right. I missed the back of. I was going to lean my arm up here. And I
Okay.
missed it.
Should we turn around a little bit?
We can
Should
turn.
we get
around.
better adjusted? And I lost my sound engineer. Everything's it's all
It's
off
it's
and-
crazy.
I know.
Crazy.
She's apparently has a friend now.
Well, that just happens.
One friend.
One friend.
Yeah, there was an episode of Little House on the Prairie. What's going on? Do you want to share your note?
No, I
with
can't.
it?
I cannot share my note because I was asked not to. I'll have to read. I'll have to read it here momentarily, but
Okay.
it's pertaining to the show.
Okay, but we can't say anything.
I'm not gonna. I haven't had a chance to read it.
Oh,
I'm on the show.
Okay.
This is serious business.
I've been a little loud in my headphones there.
You better get it straight.
Okay, so, until today, if there actually are 4 listeners.
I know there's at least one. They just texted me.
Okay, there's 3.
3.
This is going to be very anticlimactic. What Only Cheri knows is how good the show is. I apologize.
For the listeners who don't know, Cheri is my mother-in-law.
She's been our only listener, our only
She's been
besides Kinsey, her daughter.
Yeah,
But-
and your wife.
Well, yeah, but she's just here. What's she gonna do? Go out?
She comments every episode.
She does. Are you there, honey?
Are you there, honey? It's me, Paul.
I don't. Is she? Okay. So
But yeah, we have some faithful by marriage friends.
I always have things to do that I think are real good ideas until I am here and face to do them. But I thought about doing, how from time to time I claim that I'm psychic. Have you noticed me do that before?
Yeah, I've heard you say that.
Yeah. I mean, it's not I'm claiming. I point to the evidences, the proofs.
Yeah, the proof is we've discussed this off camera,
Okay,
off radio.
say it real quietly to me first so I know what you're going to say.
We've discussed your psychic abilities off.
Yeah, I know,
off
but-
camera. It's topical.
A topic. Okay. So
Yeah.
what do you remember anything I've been psychic about?
No, I think your clairvoyance. It astounded me at the time, but I don't remember what we were discussing. But I thought, wow, that's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
But anecdotally, it's crazy. I don't remember.
It's
what
not
it
like I
was.
know how to use it, right? It's not like I know how to use it. I don't know how to be psychic. I just have I go blah 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 blah, and then 4 or 5 days later it happens, and I'm like, oh, I didn't even mean that. I'm like,
yeah. we had a we called it when it occurs, and you'd be able to just out of nowhere talk about somebody and say their name, and then you haven't seen this person in 5 years, and then all of a sudden they just knock on the door
yeah.
or text you, hey man, been thinking about you, how's it going? That's some weird stuff.
We do that when we sell. If Kristen looks at something on our listings online.
Yeah.
She'll make it sell like, and then it sells.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Cha-ching.
I don't know if that's
That little
ever done
microphone
that.
doesn't do anything there.
Okay.
Well, it looks
Maybe
cool,
so.
like Bobby Brown.
Yeah, it is pretty
I
cool.
don't feel like
It's
a
her
motivational
prerogative.
speaker. I don't remember making a sound and having something sell. I do remember looking at something on the computer and then like
That's what I mean.
this has happened
Yeah.
like more than a dozen times. Like I'll look at something and then like just looking around in my listings and then it sells like 10 minutes later.
I need to have a look at my Powerball ticket, you know.
Have you looked at your Powerball ticket yet?
Well, I've got a new one. I shouldn't. Oh, I didn't mean to say, because now when they say that the winner's at this gas station across the street, everybody's going to know it's me. And I was going to keep it a secret. Okay. Can't win this one. So then I thought maybe we should do we should do a bit about, I should prove my
What?
psychic abilities to the listeners.
We can
There's
do
5
that.
of them. Like the,
I tell you, it's like a steamroller heading down the hill.
what is?
This show is building up momentum.
How do you mean?
It's doubled. Your viewership
It's double.
is doubled.
Viewership has. Well, this is 5 times what our normal
I don't- but
viewership is.
It's been that way since it started. It was that way when it was a black screen. So I think some of it's just
It's
like,
gone. We were 3 just a moment ago. 2 people have picked up.
like, if they weren't robots, they would be typing into the little comment section and saying little things and talking to each other and causing a little commotion. But I believe they're probably all robots. But if there aren't any that are robots, so is Cheri listening?
Sherry is listening. She said we're having a great show.
Yeah.
There is a text from someone that I am not mentioning their name, but they literally just sent me this picture.
Oh, it's nice. Oh, yeah, I see what they're doing.
They have 3 screens open.
They're pushing the numbers. I got it. That's good.
Okay, you're
They are
supposed. You are
robots.
supposed to guess.
See that? Okay, so is that right here in my thing? Psychic bit.
Yes, you have to guess who is texting me right now about the show.
Well, I don't have to know that. The psychic part I did was I knew they were all fake. I knew they were robots.
You called it out. Yeah, but
That's
I
a-
think
I can't just turn on
this
my psychic
person-
ability.
This person wants you to guess
Who they are?
who they are. And I'm not going to give you any hints, but they told me specifically, and I have to use a code name, by the way.
Code name.
They gave me a couple code names to use.
Can I see the picture again?
Yeah, Stagger Lee is the code name, and he is not a robot. It is a male.
Yeah.
Now they might send me another text, so I don't want you to see their name pop up.
I'm text right now. Is that a Mac or is that a Mac?
I don't know what that is. It looks like it's a couple. It's like an iPod and a tablet and a laptop, and it's dark, so I don't think it's a Mac. But regardless, Stagger Lee wants you to possibly.
You want to be off camera?
I'm gonna hop out.
Okay.
They want you to possibly guess who they are.
Well, I'm trying, but
No,
who would
well,
it
it'll-
be?
Just
I have to start guessing.
no. You don't have to guess because you already know. That's how psychic abilities work.
That's not how. No, that's not how they work, Ryan. That's not how they work.
Well,
you
that-
obviously don't have them.
I don't. I don't have them, but occasionally I have it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Our sound engineer just arrived, and I was going to ask how the cookie clicking is going.
Oh, it's insane.
Is it?
But we can never get the window to work. We'd have to refresh the cookie clicker, but we can look at it here. Go get that one. Go get it. Click it. Click it. There we go. I wish you guys could see this. It's amazing.
They are at 247 sextillion cookies per
Yeah,
second.
it's wild.
It is. It is wild.
Okay. We can't have that cookie clicker up, though, because I'll just watch it the whole
Yeah.
time.
Thank you for updating me on the cookie clicker,
Okay.
engineer.
Yeah. You got to get that cookie. You got to get it out of here. You can't have it up.
I can't have it up.
You can't.
So
Because I just look at it.
I just look at that cookie. We're down to 3 concurrent views again.
Okay. So is it I mean, it could be, I don't, is it,
I don't need you to name any names. You can
Okay.
just think about it,
I'll just think about it.
and you'll
What-
know. You'll just know.
I mean, is it like Jim Yates or somebody?
It's Jim Yates.
Is it? Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I wanted, but then I was afraid. You know what? I was afraid that it wasn't. And I thought, well, then I just put my Jim Yates. I just opened my Jim Yates heart, and it was going to get crushed.
Oh, well, I'm going to read you what Jim wrote me a moment ago.
So does this prove that I'm psychic?
It could. It could very well. Now, this is from
okay?
Jim.
You don't have to be here.
It says, Ryan, this is Jim Yates, although I would prefer if you did not name me publicly and say use the code name. Suggestions, Stagger Lee, JL, or Fernando Ramirez. Please tell that Pablo No Account Gubbins that I resent him for raising the Radio Phoenix from the tri-state ashes without informing me, a basement veteran.
I don't.
I've listened to every new back episode this week and loved every minute. It's like chicken soup for this aging Hoosier soul.
Well, you know what? Listen, Jim, I wanted you to experience it the way you experienced the first show. You know, Ryan's the only person I robbed of that.
Yeah, I haven't listened to any of the shows.
Well, but everybody else gets to, you get to, like what? Paul's doing what? And then you what? And then you get caught up, and then you call. You know how it goes.
I just saw this last text says, you can read my text, just don't say my name.
Oh,
sorry, Stagger Lee.
No. Oh, so you did. So we weren't supposed to call him out on air.
Oh, I apologize, Stagger.
But that's interesting how that, coalesced with my psychic bit I put right here on this card earlier today.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the only other person that would have been other than Jim would be.
That's right. There really wasn't anybody else that could have been.
It had to
be Jim.
It had to be
It had to
you.
So what I was going to do for the psychic bit, I was going to have a listener. I can still do this.
You can.
And Jim, I'm trying to think where he is. And then I'm connected by the radio show. So what I'll do is I can float up into the, float up in the astral plane.
Okay.
I'm going to start down here, and it's going to come up through these plexus and such. And I'll go out here, and I'll send my spirit out. And then I'll be above the earth.
Okay.
And I'll look down, and I'll see little places where people are listening to the radio show.
All right.
I can see three of them. I see three.
3 dots.
3 dots. And if I know about where they are, I can go over there, and then I can get over them, and I can come down and go in through their crown chakra and go in and pick that number out of their head that they're thinking of between 1 and 10.
Okay.
And then I'll grab it, and I'll get out real fast, so I don't muck around too much. Go back up, come back, drop down here, do the number, and then they can verify through the chat whether I'd say if I get the wrong number, say something. But if I get the right number, don't say anything, But I thought, that I could. That's a way I could prove my psychic abilities.
Well, instead, you actually proved your psychic abilities.
I know. That's how I'm always. That's why you can't ask me questions.
I hate being psychic like this.
You can't ask me questions because I get it all wrong. If I start trying to do it, it's just what happens all the time. So.
Well, I'm sorry that you proved your psychic abilities, Paul, in the way that you didn't anticipate.
I know. Isn't that funny? How ironic.
You should have known better.
It's a little warm in here, isn't it?
Well, I was wearing a sweater and I'm wearing a hat. 2 pieces of clothing that I don't usually wear.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. So where do we go from here?
I don't know. I don't have the list.
Okay. So another thing I said that we might do is brainstorm about the radio show. Like kind of like we were doing earlier.
Yeah.
This is I like to do this on air so we have a record. Everybody knows what to expect.
Yep, we are recording. Live recording.
And just like earlier we were talking about, this is series 2, right?
We are on series 2. The first series was the what you can find online, the
it's hard to find still,
original Paul Gubbins radio show from the basement, when it was actually broadcast from the basement and then moved up into this room. I wasn't ever a co-host when you were in the basement.
Yeah. But then we were over in that house for a little bit.
Were we?
I don't know if you were ever over there. That's when it became more of like a jam band show.
Yeah, because we broadcast over there a jam band.
Yeah.
I was there like an 8-person band.
The Hootenanny. Were you there for the Hootenanny?
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah. What'd you play? Did you
I
sing?
played the synthesizer.
Okay. Yeah. That was cool. I didn't get a recording of that.
Oh, well, that's unfortunate.
One thing I don't have. And it just streamed live and there's no record.
I couldn't even tell you who all was there.
Preston Carter was there. There were a lot of people there. Yeah, I don't remember either. That was.
I just remember he cracked open a beer. Said, yeah, let's do this.
Did
Woo. He started playing guitar.
I had a beer.
Yeah, I was surprised.
Yeah. Well, now I just have a little bit of water over there. A little bit of water. Okay, 5 concurrent viewers. So,
direction we were discussing. Series 1 was the classic show.
Yeah.
Series 2 is what we're in. What we are in now.
Season 1, episode 7.
Yeah,
7
of Series 2.
And we're just now for the first time have more than
3.
one outside listener. We've got Jim Yates and Cheri.
Yeah.
And now Jim knows what only Cheri knows. What's going on?
My wife is texting me that she just got off work.
Oh. Does she know what's for dinner?
Yeah, she knows what's for dinner.
Yeah. Okay.
Pot roast. I made a crock pot roast, and it's sitting there waiting for her. And in turn, it'll be waiting for me when I get done with the radio program.
Yeah. That's good. Thank you for pausing your dinner to do the radio show with me.
Oh, any day.
Any day. So do we have any much more to brainstorm about that? Man, last time it's like the show was like we were flying through it, all kinds of content.
Yeah.
Like today we're like 20 minutes in and I feel like we've just done everything. It's been exciting.
Well, Paul, you have to remember most radio programs, we don't get through subjects very quickly because we're talking about it so much.
Yeah.
Like your cassette tapes last time, we had to discuss the box the tapes were in, the order the tapes were in,
Yeah.
what the contents of each tape was. Then we had to listen to 2 or 3 separate tapes, and we had to set up your tape player so that it would work properly. So it takes up time. But now that all that's taken care of, all we have to do is open the tape deck, put a tape in, push
Rewind.
play, and maybe turn up the volume.
Okay. So this is a good one. This is a good one. We're going to listen to a tape. Listen to a tape. Once it rewinds. And then later, when we do our music, maybe we'll get to that early. Get to the music early.
Well, we can try.
Is that cool? What are you doing? Were you telling me you were going to leave? You having a panic attack? You're going to start your... What was the comic thing?
You were
Talk.
brainstorming a new comic?
You were? That's what you were doing right now? Yeah. Instead of paying attention and doing your job?
Wait, no. I can't say their names on the radio. We're gonna get them not to tell.
But you got to talk with a voice, though. But you're on. Just talk with a voice. No. Okay. But then I got to talk over you, so it's just not quiet for everybody.
Yeah.
Well, Paul and the sound engineer are discussing something right now, so I'll just sit here and talk. So it's good to hear from Jim. I haven't heard from Jim in a while. He's texting me about recent episodes and how it's inspired him. And he sent me a picture of his Volkswagen Rabbit pickup truck that I covet. So one of these days I'll have me a fancy one.
Okay.
Bye.
Well, one down. We lost our sound
good night.
engineer. Have a good night. God be with you till we meet again. Turn the microphone down. You can send your mother in.
Turn the microphone
She wanted
down.
Send her in. She wants to play drums. Okay. So,
Kristen
What?
comes running in here. I'll play the drums.
well, because later we're going to do murder ballads.
Murder ballads. Tell me
Yeah.
about the murder ballads.
Well,
'Cause- and for the other people who don't realize, we don't discuss what happens on the show before it happens on the show.
Right. That's why it's so zany.
That's why it keeps, for the short attention span people, it keeps us entertained.
Murder ballads, like all the old folk songs where
Oh.
young men kill their pregnant girlfriends.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Have you written a few of those?
No, I didn't write any of them.
Oh, these are ones that you're familiar with.
These
though.
are, yeah, they're all the songs that they write in prison before they hang.
Yeah.
I've got 3.
You've got 3 of them. Are any of them local?
No.
Local stories?
No. And I'm not sure, the history about all of them. I mean, I know a little bit. I know what I know from the songs, so we'll do those. But I'd like to have a drummer. But we'll see.
Well, I can tap on the drums instead of playing the bass.
Well, you could.
Yeah.
Can you get back in that little
I can manage.
little baby drum set?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what this is. Let's see where we are here. That's not me. That's interesting. That's a friend of mine. I don't know what's on these tapes before I put them in and listen to them. Because I can't read the handwriting on them,
Yeah.
And they're just, over other things. Well, that'd be fun.
Yeah, Kinsey asked me if you just only listen to FON and your own songs.
Yes, I do. I've listened to I also listen to a lot of Bob Dylan and Johnny Cash and things like that, but not much else. I just like to listen to my own music anymore. Okay, that's my whole show.
That's all right. Let's wrap it up.
Should we?
No. You know what?
Yes, sir.
Have you made the call
To Steve.
Have you made the call to Steve?
No.
Have you requested
No, let me
a
just
presence with him?
Let me just call him. He doesn't.
This is the part of the show where we discuss calling people and whether, in regards to whether we actually call them or not.
I'm going to call him.
Okay.
You just watch me.
Well, I hope we get a message and we can leave a message for him.
Steve
Cephalo.
Is it right? Let me look and make sure it's yeah. We've been messaging each other.
Okay, that's the one.
I just lost it. Oh,
Poop.
that phone. How do you use it? There he is.
We're down to 2 concurrent viewers.
Well, that's all we need. I wonder if he'll answer.
Hey, guys.
I think that's just it going to voicemail right there, wasn't it?
Hello, this is Steve. Please leave a message.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Steve, this is Paul. I'm on the radio show. You're like my new Mike Lyerly, where I try to call you. I feel weird talking to the microphone when I'm meaning to talk into the. I don't know. That's it. I can't do any more. Yes. Yes. Should I have checked first? Should I have checked? We're texting now.
I don't think it matters. I think it's good just to call people.
I don't know. I'm so embarrassed. Am I blushing? Am I turning?
You're already red.
Yeah, I feel embarrassed.
Now, I mentioned to Paul that he should check ahead, but that's okay. We like to go fly by the.
Last time you told me just to.
Yeah.
That's cool. He's just not up for it. That's cool. We'll just leave it alone. We'll just leave Steve alone.
We'll leave Steve alone.
Okay. So there goes that idea. So, Jim?
Yeah, just
texting you. Do you guys text all the time?
No, I haven't texted him in a couple years.
Oh, is he still listening?
Yeah,
I bet he is. So, I got something to say to you, Jim, that I think I can only say over the radio show. What? Should I call him? Let me call him. Okay. What's his number? Can I call him?
I don't see why not. He didn't say not to call him.
Okay. I think I probably have it.
Well, I would think you would have it, but there it is in case you need it.
Just call this number and see what happens.
We'll see if this is who we think
I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous.
I'm nervous.
Well, I can't see as well as I used to. I don't know what those numbers are. Okay, we'll call.
We'll see what happens.
There it is.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
who you want to say hello.
Hello? Oh,
Hello?
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 Hello.
Is this Jim Yates?
This is.
Yeah. Are you upset with me?
Well, no.
Okay.
I'm pleased with you that you have resurrected the show.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I did
The
a
Phoenix from the tri-state ashes.
Yeah, I mean, we did promos, but there's, we just, I couldn't get it out to everybody, I just did it on Facebook, and nobody.
Yeah, it's my fault for not using social media.
It is probably your fault. So I do apologize. I felt like maybe Steve felt the same way because I didn't really involve him very much. I just felt like there were, people that would be. And I just went ahead and did it anyway. Just me and Ryan.
It's been a masterpiece so far.
Well, I can't hear you very well.
Hello, can you hear me now?
I think so. If I just stop talking and let you talk, then I can hear you. Okay, go.
Ryan has been a masterful co-host. I love your newer music. It's a pleasure to hear the older music.
Great.
Yeah, great. I'm excited. I knew that you would like it, Maybe I was looking for somebody else too, than just you, because here it is again, just me and you doing a radio
Who
show.
the hell am I?
Oh, Ryan and Sherry. I don't know. I'm real. I'm having it's a little bit of it's like a social connection overload. Like Jim's here and you're right there.
And Steve's not.
Steve, I just texted with him. Like I'm gonna slip into a fever state or something.
Am I on air or am I just speaking to you?
No, you're on air.
You are on air.
Yeah, and there's one concurrent viewer. You've knocked everybody. You've killed our listenership here.
Well,
So,
I had to kill one of the iPads here because I had to give it to my daughter.
Yeah.
So
that was a good trick. You started early. Did you
Yes,
see me
I've
walking
been
around?
eagerly awaiting.
You were watching me walking around in the room, and I was like, "That's creepy," and I turned the camera off. I was like, "Who is that? That can't be." I kept thinking that can't be real. That's not a real.
It's all I've been waiting for all week is the show.
It's been you. I felt you doing it, and I was all like, psychic ability. There you go.
I'm just glad you guessed the right person.
Yeah. Okay. So, what do you think, Jim? What do I need to do differently?
About your show?
Yeah. Not about my life.
Well,
I would.
Turn right and go straight.
It is. Since I'm talking, I've turned away from Ryan. I'm with Jim now over here.
I'm gonna go over here and cry in the corner.
I do not self-identify as a creative or ingenuitive person, so I don't know that I have many ideas for you.
Okay.
I like the music.
Yeah.
Well, that's something.
I've got a question. Do you remember when you were here, Jim? And your little girl, my little girl gave your little girl a stuffed animal to play with? Do you remember that?
I don't know. I don't remember that.
Okay.
My little girl must have been very, very small last time. Do you know how old she may have been?
It was 2 years ago.
Oh, okay. She was 4 then, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. We're just.
I do not remember the stuffed animal in question.
It just, I just looking. I'm just looking for a particular stuffed animal. Is all I'm doing.
That's a real side of the story. I'm sorry.
The problem is he sold it on eBay and he has to send it out. He can't find it now.
Yeah, that's not true. Okay, well that's all. Just anything else? We do anything else here?
Say again.
Do you listen to a lot of the old radio shows, Jim?
Well, I haven't listened to the old radio. No, but I did a couple months ago go to the internetarchive.org, and I wanted to hear your music, and I went specifically to hear your music, and I couldn't stop listening to the thunder on Ohio, and I was getting my daughter to listen to it, my wife to listen to it, and I wanted to make it part of our common family life. But I was not successful.
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
I've not been successful either.
It's yeah. I like NASCAR and I like boats. It's hard to top that poetry.
Yeah, it is. It's hard to sing it too.
Yeah. And speaking, y'all, let's talk about your tapes and your archives and all that.
Yeah.
A song that I've been wanting to find for years now, and I think I've talked to Mr. Dickens about it. I don't know that I've spoken to you. Is the Hobby Lobby song? Is that anywhere in your archives?
I don't know what it is.
Is that maybe that didn't happen under your auspices? It was maybe it was just Steve and Chris. They wrote a song about.
Oh no,
shopping for paint at
okay.
Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, student grade pain. Student grade pain.
Student grade paint.
You think it's good, but it ain't.
Well, there was that one.
If you had
I think
a
there may have
job.
been 2 songs.
And there was a, where's
Yeah,
I needed
yeah.
a eraser when you need one? No, charcoal dust, I need a clean one, and a razor to have and hold, and never see one. What am I gonna do? My eraser is gone. And I've got
Maybe the entire lost album.
I've got it on YouTube. If you go through
What?
no, I was putting a bunch of stuff on YouTube, and it's if you go on the Paul Gubbins Show from the Basement page and you look through there's one, and I don't know what it says, but there's not that many things, so you could find it. It's me playing it off my computer and streaming it live, and it's got some other things on it too. But I was just streaming stuff so I could listen to it. Like I've been using YouTube to stream to listen to things. What?
Will it be titled in such a way? Will it be titled in such a way that I can find it, or will it be?
I could send you a link.
Potentially 7 hours.
I could send you a link.
Of streaming.
No, it's in a short
Okay.
stream.
Yeah.
It's only like 15-minute stream, and it may not say on it. I'll send you a link. So
I did notice that you recently posted a 7-hour stream.
well, I just let it go before the show, and I thought I could edit it later. But when they're too long, you can't edit them. And I haven't edited all of them down, but I haven't had time. I don't have my staff anymore to do all my, like administrative
I heard
work.
that she walked out on you earlier this show.
Yeah. Well, my other staff, like my old staff, they used to do all my work for me in my old show. I have Ryan.
I don't do any work.
But he doesn't do any work. He just shows up.
I
And
just show up
laughs.
and laugh. I'm good at that.
Trying to get him to play bass.
The Hobby Lobby song that I remember specifically, I think the opening line is "I saw you." It's kind of a taciturn
shopping.
minor key
Hobby.
tune. I saw you shopping the other day at the Hobby Lobby.
Saw you shopping at Hobby Lobby the other day, buying a tube
That's right,
of
that's
flesh tint, burnt umber and Payne's gray. But don't you know those colors can never represent skin. Why don't you read the materials list on the syllabus again? Those are great recordings.
That's the song.
Yeah, Steve
That's the
came
song.
into town and he had these songs, and they weren't, they were wonderful songs, but I don't think they were very good songs. And then Chris took them and rewrote them and made them nice songs.
Yeah.
And then they came over here, and I engineered them and produced it, and we made a little thing, and we did a lot of them. We did like we all three sang and did like ridiculous. Like we do ridiculous background voices. Like, it's pretty good. And then they laughed through one of them, but I got through without laughing. I can be ridiculous and not laugh.
The other trope from your musical archive that I'm always telling my wife about is the Johnny Cash the movie cover band, Walking the Line.
Walking the line.
I've got those. I've seen those somewhere recently too. I should be playing those. That's pretty good. That was me and Chris Dickens playing Walking Phoenix, playing Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
And what Chris, you got to hand it to him. He did not add a scar to his lip because he wanted people to remember that he wasn't really Walking Phoenix portraying Johnny Cash.
Right.
But he was Chris Dickens.
He was committed. Committed to his art.
And Kristen played the drum, and we played a show.
You actually played a show?
Yeah, we played a show. We played John Barry's party. John Barry was having a party, and we We walked in, set up in the corner, played our 2 or 3 songs. I played recorder, and I did all the
I
Luther,
remember you playing that.
yeah, I learned all the Luther Perkins guitar parts on recorder.
I remember you playing the recorder before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the story as I know it is that Chris was on vocals and he began by saying, "Hello, I'm Chris Dickens as Joaquin Phoenix as Johnny Cash."
I think so, yeah. Yeah, and then we played. Then I started. It was good. Yeah, I've got some recordings of that somewhere, but
That's
we
good
could
stuff.
easily reproduce. I can't play the recorder. I'd have to practice that up pretty good because I'm not really that good at things.
Well, you're running a fine show. You're running a fine show.
Yeah. How much time have
Thanks,
we?
Jim.
Let's see how much time
It's
we're.
7:38.
Ooh, we're getting into the latter end of the show. You've really carried us through, Jim.
Yeah, the last 15 minutes have been a windfall of good information, good bits.
Good bits.
Yeah, memories of the show.
Good bits.
I always said Jim Yates is full of good bits,
Full of good bits.
kibbles and bits.
Kibbles
Well,
and bits.
I may retire from the show for this episode now. I have a daughter to put to bed.
All right.
But I'll still be listening in an earphone. That's how committed I am. I'll be reading to my daughter out of my mouth and listening to the show out of my ear.
Well, be careful. Well, because we're going to be singing murder ballads later.
Oh yes, I sent Ryan a text. I was using Ryan's phone as the chat box. for
Yeah,
the show.
why don't you use the chat box? You know, I invented this format when I did it, and now they've invented it, and now I can't
I
get
heard
the
you
people
claim that earlier this week.
But then now I can't get the people that I invented it for to come over and use their format because it's inferior to mine. You know.
Yeah.
So, well, thank you, Jim, for calling in.
You called Jim.
Yeah.
Oh,
look
did I call
forward to,
It's a kindler, gentler show, don't you think?
Yeah, no one ever
think
gets
so.
no one ever gets hung up on.
No, hey, oh, you hung up on him. I didn't even. Wasn't even me.
He'll see the video.
That's pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good trick.
Oh man, I've been waiting to do that for quite some time.
Okay, do we want to do some murder ballads?
Yeah, let's do this. Let's
Do you want
set
to
up-
do the? Do you want to? What do you want to do? Like a little. Okay, let's get some music going.
Let's get some music going. Some
Okay.
transitional music.
Yeah.
Okay.
Transactional music.
Transactional music.
Oh, this is the best.
The best of the.
I'm just afraid people don't think that this is. Why isn't that? There we go. So, one time on the Paul Government Show from the basement. Hey, and Jim, I took this song and I put your video that you made that one time from Stills. I put that behind it. That doesn't like when watching that now. It seems like it makes me feel like, whoa, things are going too fast. But it's like I'm more sensitive to the movement than I was before. But so Jim, what I'm saying is, I took this song and I put it over that and took your sound out just because I wanted something. I was making a video of this song, but never mind. Let's just listen.
He just wants to thank you for the use of your video.
But it's nobody's. I didn't use it. Okay. Okay, we may have to run through this twice or. All right. Wait. The server is down. Did it fall on the ground? Is tech support around? Oh, the server is down. Now until it comes. Sorry. Something weird is happening.
Give me them sticks.
Okay, let me try to fix this real quick. Sorry for the strangeness. It's craziness. I think the phone's having trouble knowing what it wants to do. So let's try again. There we go. See if it just keeps going. Okay, we may have to run through this twice or something. All right. The server is down. Did it fall on the ground? Is tech support around? Oh, the server is down. till it comes back up. Should we dine? Should we sup? Would you like coffee or tea, regular or caffeine free? Oh, the server is down. I should have gone with the P3, but I installed the AMD. I chose price over quality. Now look at me with my server so down. I'm not trying to stream in HD. Just little old 48 KB.
That's a little B.
Do I get this part for free, or are they still charging me now that the server is down? Maybe it's the
Test, test, test.
Ooh,
that's nice. You can.
Sounds pretty good.
correctly. Oh, the memory, the memory. Yes, my server is down. Yes, my server is down. And now as I frown upon this mound, what was once Gateway's jeweled crown? Yes, the server is down. Oh, could it get any worse? Will we need another verse? Will it reboot or reload? Did the segment fault or explode? Yes, the server is down. Now is it running Windows? I've heard about this happening with those. Maybe it's Linux or FreeDOS. I can't remember what I chose, but it's down, down, down. Yes, the server is down. And if you are still around, it's probably not coming back up till I send a sick terminal sig up. But my
All right.
terminal is down.
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 Da-na-na-na-na.
You know what I was gonna do? I was gonna come up here and say, okay, now, I don't remember what it was. Say the this is an oldie where I come from. But then that's all I could.
Oh no, he's fading out.
Okay. Okay, so the murder ballads. Let me turn a little bit up here.
Paul, are the drumsticks on your shelf there a little longer than these drumsticks? There's some on this shelf over here that could be
I think they're okay. Let's,
3/4 length drumsticks are.
that one's broken.
Oh, that's not good.
You could use the back end though.
All right.
You try. Let me see if there's another one over here.
Okay.
There are 3 over here.
Oh, there's three sticks over there. That's great. Thanks, Paul. I don't plan on breaking 2 of them though. Thanks.
I think that one has like insulation on it or something.
It does have, because it's, yeah.
I tell you all a story about Only White. How she was. Is this? You think it's gonna work out doing this?
Is it working out for you?
I think so. It's a little strange.
Because you're looking at me singing?
I know it is. Let me try somewhere else. Let me try looking a different direction.
Why don't you look at the
That'd
camera?
It'd be weird.
That'd be weird.
Yeah,
Look at the
okay.
camera, Paul.
I'm just not as loose as I ought to be. tell a story about Omi Wise and how she was deluded by John Lewis's lies. He promised he would meet her at Adams' Spring. Said he'd bring her money and other fine things, but he brought her no money and flattered the case, saying we will get married, you'll be no disgrace. She hopped up behind him, away they did go. They rode till they came where the deep waters flow. Naomi, I tell you my mind. My mind is to kill you and leave you behind. Oh, pity your infant and spare me my life, and I shall go distracted and be no man's wife. But he kicked her and he cuffed her until she could not stand. Then he drowned poor little Omi down by the mill dam. Naomi is missing, as we all do know. People from the village are searching, they will go. Two little boys were fishing just at the break of dawn. They spied little Omi's body a-floating along, floating, a-floating in the water so deep, which caused all the people to cry and to weep. My name, it is John Lewis, my name I'll not deny. I murdered my true love, I'll never reach the sky. So hang me or kill me, for I am the man who murdered little Omi down by the mill dam.
That's a good one, Paul.
Drum mic a little bit.
Turn down the drum mic. Too hot?
You're playing a little hot more than... Okay. That's pretty good. Is that fun?
That was fun.
Should we be looking at each other, though?
No, don't look at me.
Okay.
I don't want you to look at me.
I do like the echo over there.
Echo.
Now, this is kind of similar. So that one... So it's Omi Wise. You know, he goes out and he says... when it says he promised he would meet her and bring her money, that's when he was sending her away. But then when he got there, he said, no, I'm going to marry you. And then so she goes, oh, and she goes with him, you know, but then he kills her. But that's what they all do. It's weird. Down in the willow garden where me and my love did meet, there we sat a-courting, my love fell off to sleep. And I had a bottle of the burglar's wine, which my true love did not know. And there I poisoned that little girl down on the banks below. I stabbed her with my dagger, which was a bloody knife. I threw her in the river, which was an awful sight. My father often told me that money would set me free if I would murder that little girl whose name was Rose Connolly. Now he sits at his cottage door, wiping his weeping eye, waiting for his own dear son to hang on the gallows high. My race is run,
beneath the sun. Low hell's now waiting for me. For I have murdered the girl I love, whose name was Rose Connolly.
Pretty good.
That was pretty good.
There we are, rock and roll band. We're like the White Stripes, and you're like my sister wife,
Yeah. Ryan White.
Ryan White.
Not really.
Hey, you know, we're all Hoosiers.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, Hoosiers.
What's our next song, Paul?
Oh, you know what I was thinking about doing? Just for fun.
The harmonica.
Wait, it won't fit.
Paul's trying to put the harmonica on over his earphones.
Too many things.
Too many things.
Too many things.
It's going to get caught in your hair. The hinge is going to get caught in your hair.
It will. It always does. Get stuff. I'm always getting caught, like on nails.
Oh.
Man, can you imagine climbing underneath the house? I mean, I have it all tied up, you know, so it's out of the way. But
I'd
imagine.
put a hat on.
Okay, this is a lot of stuff to have
You
on
got
at
a lot
once.
of equipment, accoutrements.
It's just pretend.
You got to give me something to work with here, Paul.
I
I got to
know.
get some kind of a beat going.
I'll get it going. Oh, tangled up here, though.
I know.
Let's try that.
Well, much like my bass playing, my drumming is just as equally good.
I don't really know where the notes are, and I haven't played one in a long time. So you just kind of slide around on it.
Yeah. Yeah, I've listened to plenty of Bob Dylan.
Hand me down my banjo, I'll pick it on my knee.
I'm not sure that's how it goes. I don't know. I don't know if we can get through this. Oh. Okay. I'm getting claustrophobic. It's too many things. Too many things. Okay.
So the harmonica was not a
Not a great idea.
not the best idea at this point.
We should rehearse
Oh,
before we go live.
we should rehearse the show before
We should
go
rehearse
live.
the show. What time is it? How much time do we have? 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Should we spend 5 minutes seeing if we can play Johnny Be Good? Should we, like, should I? Okay, hold on.
Johnny Be Good means Paul be bad.
Wait. Well, I can't get it. Way down in Louisiana, down to New Orleans. Evergreens, down in earth and wood. His name was Johnny Be Good. Go, go. Go, Johnny Be Good. Yeah, here we go.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
that's just like watching Back to the Future.
I know. Oh, I gotta adjust this mic. I don't need to, I guess.
You've got it.
That's a lot of fun. That's a lot of fun.
Just play another song.
Like that. I don't know any others.
You know lots of songs.
That's just
sound
like
much
Chuck
closer.
Berry. Yeah.
Kind of like Marvin Berry.
Yeah. There you go. That's why the only way you can play it is by doing that. That's why he does that.
Yeah.
I had a friend who did that in we had to do lip syncing in 5th grade. A good friend of mine did Chuck Berry. And he did it, and then he did it for the whole school at another time.
Yeah.
He did it in blackface.
He did it.
Yeah. Well, we were grade school kids, you know. Like everybody was doing it back then, like Canadian Prime Minister, everybody, you know.
Soul Man.
Yeah, so it was, it was in the 80s. But it was, I mean, it was, there was no offense. Like, it was a performance that was worthy of Chuck Berry. Like, Chuck Berry, nobody would have said anything. It'd been like, there he goes. That kid knows what he's doing, so. Okay, so, I think of another good
Rock and roll song.
rock and roll song.
There's gotta be like blue suede shoes or. Oh wait.
What?
It's gotta be a good Johnny Cash song,
Well, I'm really kind of out of practice. I don't know why I came up here.
Boom, 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 boom.
At my door, the streams are running. A cold, wild wind has come. Sweethearts walk together, and I still miss someone. I can do a little bit of that. I did it.
You did it.
Have you ever heard the it's Johnny Cash and Bob Dylan in Nashville?
No.
Late, like 1969. It's amazing. They're terrible singing. Like, it's just kind of, it's hard to listen to sometimes. But the back and forth, like the Bob Dylan, like, just not knowing any songs. And Johnny Cash being like, well, this one, Bob? And he was like, oh. He just never knew the words. He just kind of.
Yeah, that's kind of indicative of Bob Dylan.
Yeah, then he made some up, and it's pretty good. My dad saw Chuck Berry in an airport when he used to tour. Yeah. And did you know that since the 80s, when Chuck Berry toured up till the end, he toured alone with his guitar and a suitcase and drove in a car sometimes took planes, and he'd show up and they were expected to have a Chuck Berry band for him. So he just would walk out on stage with his guitar, and they'd give him the thing to plug into his guitar. He'd plug it in, and he'd play, and then he'd leave and wouldn't talk to anybody and just get back in his car and drive to the next place. Huh. Yeah, that'd be the way I'd want to do it. I mean, I would maybe say hi, but maybe if I get this riff down, I could be the new Chuck Berry, since there's all these bands waiting for people, waiting for Chuck Berry. Like, they're in the towns now.
You should have a band called Waiting for Chuck Berry.
Wait. And this is the only song we play.
Just like that.
Just like that. Okay, I think we're
past time.
We're past time. Should we just end it? I feel like we've had a better ending song. Or just something short and funny. I don't know. Maybe we should start talking about politics. Okay.
Good night, everybody.
Okay, good night.
That was Paul Gubbins' radio show from the basement. Thursday night, 7 to 8. See you next Thursday.
See you next Thursday. No, see, this is why we need Winnie. Well, we're just like fools now. We just look like fools. What are we gonna do? Shut it off! Shut it off!
I can't find the damn camera.